Dear friend, have you ever wondered about a hidden superpower? It is not about strength or speed. It is the quiet force shaping your every interaction. Let us explore it together. This force is called emotional intelligence. It is the ability to understand your own feelings. It also recognizes emotions in others. This knowledge is true power for connection. We often focus only on book smarts or IQ, but high IQ alone does not guarantee happiness. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is the crucial missing piece. It builds fulfilling relationships. Think of your favorite leader or mentor. Why do they inspire such loyalty? Their technical skills are likely excellent, but their true magic lies in emotional connection. This is the impact of emotional intelligence. It silently influences your career path. It determines the health of your relationships. It affects your inner peace and well-being. It is the foundation of a life lived fully. It helps you navigate complex social situations. It allows you to manage stress effectively. It turns conflicts into opportunities. So, let us dive deep into this unseen world. We will start with the most important relationship, the one you have with yourself. This is where the journey begins. Emotional intelligence starts with self-awareness. This is simply recognizing your own emotions. Can you name what you are feeling right now? Are you anxious, excited, or hopeful? Many of us rush through life. We do not stop to check in with ourselves. Self-awareness is the practice of hitting pause. It asks, what is happening inside me? This is not about constant self-analysis. It is a gentle noticing of your inner state. You might feel tension in your shoulders. That is a clue you are stressed. You might notice a sudden surge of energy. That could be a sign of joy or excitement. By noticing these physical cues, you understand yourself better. You become your own friend. This awareness is your internal compass. It guides your decisions and your actions. Without it, you are simply reacting to the world. With it, you are responding with purpose. The next step is self-regulation. This is managing those emotions you now see. It does not mean suppressing your feelings. That is unhealthy and leads to outbursts. Instead, it is about choosing your response. You feel anger towards a colleague's comment. Self-regulation gives you a moment to breathe. You choose a calm reply over reaction. It is the difference between impulsive and thoughtful. It is the space between a trigger and your response. In that space lies your freedom and your growth. This is true power. Think of it as being the driver, not the passenger. Your emotions are the powerful engine, but you are the one holding the steering wheel. You decide the direction you will go. This skill is vital for long-term goals. It helps you persevere when you feel like quitting. It allows you to stay calm under pressure. Self-regulation builds inner strength. Now, let us talk about motivation. Emotional intelligence fuels a very specific kind. It is not about external rewards like money or fame. That type of motivation fades quickly. EQ drives intrinsic motivation. This is a deep internal passion for your work. It is a commitment to your goals for their own sake. It is a curiosity for learning. This inner drive is incredibly resilient. When you face a setback, you do not give up. Your passion pushes you to find another way. You see failure as a lesson. You are motivated by a personal standard of excellence. This standard is not about being perfect, it is about growth, mastery, and the joy of the process. It is self-sustaining. This is the fuel for great achievements. It is what keeps an artist painting for hours. It drives a scientist through years of research. It is passion in action. With this foundation within yourself, you can look outward. The next pillar of emotional intelligence is empathy. This is the ability to understand others' feelings. Empathy is not about feeling sorry for someone. That is sympathy, which is a different thing. Empathy is the ability to walk in their shoes, to see the world from their perspective. It is a profound human connection. When you listen to a friend who is struggling, you do not just hear their words. You feel the emotion behind them. You connect. This skill transforms your relationships completely. People feel seen, heard, and understood around you. They feel safe to be vulnerable and authentic. This builds deep trust. In a conflict, empathy is your greatest tool. Instead of just defending your own position, you try to understand theirs. You see the fear or need driving their behavior. This does not mean you always agree with them, but you can understand why they feel that way. From this place of understanding, real solutions can emerge. Walls come down. The final piece is social skill. This is not just being outgoing or talkative. It is the art of managing relationships effectively. It is about building strong networks. It is about finding common ground with others. It is communicating your ideas clearly and persuasively. It is inspiring and influencing a team towards a goal. It is connection. A socially skilled person is a master collaborator. They do not see interactions as transactions. They see them as opportunities to build something together. They create synergy. They are excellent at resolving disagreements. They can navigate difficult conversations with grace. They ensure everyone feels respected and valued. They are peacemakers. Now, let us see how this all comes together. Imagine you are in a tense team meeting at work. A colleague sharply criticizes your project idea. Without emotional intelligence, you might react defensively. You might fire back a criticism of your own. The meeting descends into argument. Nothing gets solved. But with emotional intelligence, you respond differently. First, you use self-awareness. You notice the flush of anger and embarrassment. You acknowledge the feeling. Then, you use self-regulation. You take a breath instead of lashing out. You choose not to be controlled by the initial reaction. You create space for a better response. You tap into empathy. You wonder, why is my colleague so agitated? Are they under pressure from their boss? Are they worried about the project's success? Finally, you use your social skills. You say, I appreciate your passion for this project. Can you help me understand your specific concerns? Let us find a solution. The entire dynamic of the room shifts. What was an attack becomes a dialogue. You have de-escalated the situation and built respect. This is EQ in action. This applies perfectly to your personal life too. Consider a disagreement with your partner or a friend. It often starts with a misunderstanding of feelings. You feel they are not listening to you. They feel you are not appreciating their effort. The real issue is an emotional disconnect. not a logical one. With emotional intelligence, you can bridge that gap. You can express your own feelings without blame. "I feel hurt when I am not heard" is powerful. And you can listen with genuine empathy. "It sounds like you felt unappreciated, is that right?" This validation is often all someone needs to feel better. Conflicts stop being battles to be won. They become puzzles to be solved together. The goal is understanding and reconnection, not victory. Relationships deepen and thrive. The impact on your career is equally profound. Technical skills get you in the door, but emotional intelligence is what helps you climb and lead. Leaders with high EQ inspire incredible loyalty. They create an environment of psychological safety. Team members feel safe to take risks and suggest ideas. Innovation flourishes. They are masters of communication and influence. They can articulate a vision that people feel connected to. They can navigate office politics with integrity. They build coalitions. Even if you are not a formal leader, EQ matters. It makes you a better team player and collaborator. You are the person everyone wants to work with. Opportunities find you. Perhaps the most profound impact is on your well-being. When you understand and manage your emotions, you reduce anxiety. You are not constantly battling inner turmoil. You build stronger, more supportive relationships. These connections are a buffer against life's hardships. You know you're not alone in your struggles. This is vital. You become more resilient in the face of failure. You can process the disappointment without being crushed by it. You learn, you adapt, and you move forward. You bounce back. Your overall life satisfaction increases significantly. You feel more in control of your own life narrative. You are the author, not a character being pushed around. So, how can you start building this superpower? It begins with a simple daily practice of noticing. Check in with your emotions 3 times a day. Just ask, "What am I feeling right now?" Do not judge the feeling, just name it. This tiny habit builds your self-awareness muscle like magic. Practice active listening in your conversations. Truly focus on the person speaking, not on your reply. Listen for the emotion behind their words. What do they really feel? When you feel a strong negative emotion, pause. Before you react, take just one deep breath. In that small space, ask yourself, what is a wise response? Read fiction and watch films. Pay attention to the characters' motivations and feelings. This is a fun, powerful way to practice your empathy skills from your couch. Remember, this is not about becoming perfect. It is about making progress one small step at a time. Every moment of awareness is a victory. Be patient with yourself. You have had a lifetime of practicing your reactions. Rewiring them takes time and consistent effort, but the results are absolutely worth the investment in yourself. Dear friend, this quiet force is already within you. It may be dormant, waiting to be awakened. Every interaction today is a chance to practice, to connect. See your emotions not as enemies, but as guides. See others not as obstacles, but as partners. Your journey toward a richer, more connected life starts now. You have the power to transform your world, not by changing everyone around you, but by mastering the world within you. This is the ultimate impact of emotional intelligence. Go forward and build a life not just of success, but of significance. A life filled with understanding, connection, and purpose. Your story is just beginning.